Chosen one, this word meets you at a precise moment, not because you searched for it, but because heaven scheduled it. Hear this clearly, without hesitation or doubt. It all happens today. This is not encouragement meant to stir emotion and fade by tomorrow. This is not a motivational phrase designed to hype your spirit. This is a divine announcement, released with intention and authority. When God says today, He is not referring to a vague sense of soon or an abstract promise floating somewhere in the future. He is pointing to a fixed moment in time that has already been prepared, already aligned, already authorized. Today carries spiritual weight. You can feel it in the air, in your chest, in the quiet alertness of your spirit. Something about this day feels different, heavier, more focused, as if time itself has slowed just enough for you to notice. That is because heaven is attentive right now. God does not interrupt your life randomly. He speaks when timing has converged. This day was not created in reaction to your prayers. It was created in response to His plan. Your prayers simply brought you to awareness of it. There is urgency here, but not fear. There is movement here, but not chaos. The urgency is divine, not human. It is the kind of urgency that comes when alignment is complete and delay would now be disobedience. Today is not asking for your effort. It is calling for your attention. God is not motivating you to chase something. He is revealing that something is already moving toward you. This moment has been waiting for your arrival, and now that you are here, heaven is speaking plainly. Be ready does not mean brace yourself for struggle. It means prepare to receive. Today is not random. It is not accidental. It is not interchangeable with any other day. It is marked. And the fact that you are hearing this now means you are positioned within its reach. There are days that pass like shadows, and then there are days that carry the fingerprints of God. Today is not ordinary. It is marked. In the unseen realm, this moment has been highlighted, guarded, and prepared with precision. God operates on timelines that transcend human calendars, and within those timelines exist convergence points, days when long processes meet sudden outcome. Today is one of those days. Everything you endured before now was not scattered effort or meaningless survival. It was preparation leading to this exact intersection. The delays you resented, the detours you questioned, the closed doors that confused you, they were not setbacks. They were adjustments, ensuring that when this moment arrived, nothing would be missing. Marked days are often preceded by long hidden seasons. Seasons where you grew without applause. Seasons where obedience mattered more than visibility. Seasons where you felt overlooked, delayed, or misunderstood. But heaven was watching closely. Every lesson you learned, every boundary you developed, every layer of immaturity that fell away was shaping your readiness for today. This moment required a specific version of you, and God refused to release it early. Heaven and earth do not align casually. When they do, it is for purpose. What is happening now is not a coincidence of circumstances, it is a convergence of destiny. Today carries the weight of accumulated obedience. It is the result of seeds planted in tears, faith exercised in silence, and endurance forged under pressure. You may not have known what you were preparing for, but God did. And now, the invisible alignment is becoming tangible. Today is not just another step, it is a turning point. One you will look back on and recognize as the day everything quietly but decisively shifted. This is why your engagement matters, not because God needs proof of your faith, but because alignment requires awareness. When you are invited to stay present, to watch fully, to speak intention, understand that this is not ritual and not performance. It is activation. Heaven responds to conscious participation. Words spoken with intention are not empty sounds, they are directional forces. When you declare what you desire, you are not convincing God, you are aligning yourself. The instruction to comment your wishes and the number 99 is symbolic, not superstitious. Symbols speak to the subconscious and the spirit simultaneously. 99 represents completion approaching fullness, readiness nearing overflow. It is a signal that you are in agreement with what is being released. Intention transforms passive listening into active alignment. Many people hear divine words, but few position themselves to receive their full effect. Engagement is not obligation. It is opportunity. When you speak intentionally, you release internal resistance. You declare availability. You shift from observer to participant. Heaven honors alignment. This is not about algorithms, visibility, or numbers. It is about posture. When intention is expressed, energy moves. Faith without expression remains dormant, but faith with awareness becomes a conduit. God already knows your desires, but you need to hear yourself acknowledge them. Today, engagement is a doorway. Walk through it consciously. This moment is not asking for effort. It is asking for agreement. For a long time, it felt like nothing was happening. Silence stretched on. Progress seemed hidden. You wondered why clarity was delayed, why answers were slow, why movement felt restrained. But silence was never absence, it was protection. God hides things until the moment revealing them will not damage their purpose. Like a theater before the show begins, the curtain stayed closed not because nothing was prepared, but because timing mattered. You were not being denied, you were being strengthened. What you carry is weighty. Exposure too early would have crushed you or attracted resistance you were not yet equipped to handle. Delay was mercy. Stillness was strategy. God does not rush revelation. He waits until capacity is sufficient. And now the curtain lifts. What is being revealed carries responsibility as well as reward. Revelation always demands maturity. Today, understanding replaces confusion. Pieces that never made sense begin to align. The weight you feel is not fear, it is recognition. You are now strong enough to hold what is being unveiled. God did not withhold to punish you. He withheld to preserve you. And now, unveiling becomes activation. Nothing in your life was wasted. Not one tear, not one setback, not one season of confusion. What looked like scattered fragments were always pieces of a larger design. Like stained glass laid out on a table, each piece carried color but no context. Painful chapters felt disconnected. Victories seemed isolated. Losses felt final. But today, God assembles the mosaic. When light passes through it, meaning becomes visible. Suddenly, you don't just remember what happened, you understand why it happened. The chaos rearranges itself into purpose. The heartbreak reveals instruction. The delays reveal precision. Today is the moment perspective shifts. You see the divine orchestration behind what once felt random. Nothing was accidental. Nothing was excessive. Everything contributed. And once you see the picture, you cannot unsee it. This is convergence. The moment fragments form wholeness. Meaning emerges. Destiny clarifies. And you realize that God has been leading you here all along. Chosen one, understand this clearly. What breaks forth today did not begin today. Long before anything was visible, growth was happening in secret. You were a seed placed intentionally into soil that looked like delay, darkness, and stillness. Burial was not punishment, it was positioning. Seeds are not buried to be forgotten, they are buried to be transformed. Underground seasons strengthen what surface exposure cannot. Roots grow where eyes cannot see. Pressure compacts potential into power. While you waited, something in you was expanding: endurance, discernment, spiritual authority. You thought nothing was happening because nothing was showing, but heaven measures growth differently. Today, the ground breaks. Not slowly, not cautiously, suddenly. What took years to prepare can manifest in a moment. That is the nature of divine timing. When the soil can no longer contain what has been forming, eruption occurs. Today is not about gradual improvement. It is about emergence. One day can release what decades prepared. The strength that formed in silence now supports visibility. What was hidden now stands upright. This is not fragile growth, it is fortified. You are not stepping into something new unprepared. You are stepping into what you were becoming all along. Today, manifestation does not ask permission from your past delays. It simply arrives. The seed breaks the ground because the appointed time has come. What once pressed against you now pushes you forward. This is divine reversal, and it is active now. The very forces that tried to restrain you, rejection, misunderstanding, resistance, opposition, have been repurposed. Pressure never came to crush you, it came to propel you. When God engineers reversal, nothing is wasted. Rejection refined your discernment. Delay developed your patience. Isolation sharpened your voice. Pain uncovered strength you didn't know you carried. What felt like weight was actually training. And now, momentum replaces resistance. The same experiences that once slowed you are now fuel accelerating you. God does not remove pressure before releasing purpose, He converts it. Today, what resisted you no longer has authority. The friction has done its work. The tension has built propulsion. You are not emerging weak, you are emerging powerful. Forward movement feels different now because it is supported by depth. This is not impulsive motion. It is directed acceleration. Divine reversal does not erase the past, it redeems it. And today, redemption becomes movement. You remember the moments that almost became something. The doors that opened briefly, then shut. The opportunities that seemed aligned, then dissolved. Those experiences left questions and sometimes disappointment. But hear this clearly, those were not failures. They were preparations. False starts were not deception. They were calibration. God was not teasing you. He was aligning permanence. Temporary access would have produced temporary success, and God refuses to release lasting calling into fragile structure. Delay was not denial, it was alignment. Each closed door adjusted your capacity, your discernment, your endurance. It is built to last because you have been shaped to hold it. God ensured that when this door opens, it does not close again. The waiting protected you from premature exposure. The disappointment refined your expectations. Today, release comes with stability. This is not another almost. This is arrival. Readiness is not anxiety. It is not nervous anticipation or restless striving. Readiness is posture. It is awareness without tension. Being ready means staying receptive, alert, and aligned. It means noticing the subtle without dismissing it. Small signs carry weight today. Quiet nudges matter. A conversation, a thought, an unexpected pause, these are not random. They are signals. Readiness is staying awake spiritually while remaining grounded emotionally. Today unfolds regardless of your readiness, but your preparedness determines how fully you experience it. When you are ready, you recognize opportunity without forcing it. You receive without scrambling. You respond instead of react. Readiness is trust meeting timing. It is standing open rather than braced. And today, readiness means allowing what is already moving to reach you without resistance, Before anything changes outwardly, heaven always moves first. Atmospheres shift before circumstances do. You sensed something before you understood it. A quiet awareness. A stillness charged with expectancy. That is because God's greatest movements begin invisibly. Loud change is usually the result of quiet alignment. Today is one of those quiet days that alters everything. Heaven has already initiated movement. Your spirit recognized it before your mind could explain it. Inner knowing precedes outer evidence. God often confirms change through peace, not noise. What feels calm now is not stagnation, it is precision. Whispers carry authority when spoken at the right moment. Today, heaven has already spoken. Earth is catching up. And as it does, you will recognize that the shift did not begin when things changed. It began when alignment occurred. Chosen one, divine timing is not a suggestion, it is a law. God does not operate on approximation or delay once alignment is complete. His timing is exact, intentional, and unstoppable. When the moment arrives, nothing in heaven or on earth can interfere with it. Think of timing as a key meeting a lock. The key may exist long before the lock is encountered, but until they meet at the precise angle and pressure, nothing opens. Once they do, there is no reversal. Today is that moment. The mechanism has engaged. What unlocks now cannot be relocked by human opinion, systemic resistance, or unseen opposition. God holds authority over systems, over people, over outcomes, and when He decides a moment has come, all variables submit. You are not waiting on permission. You are not negotiating access. Heaven has already authorized this shift. Today functions as a hinge in your timeline. Before and after will not feel the same. What once required effort will now respond to alignment. What once resisted will now release. Divine timing does not argue, it enforces. And today, enforcement has begun. God does not need years to do what He can accomplish in moments. Long struggle is not proof that breakthrough must also be slow. Acceleration is heaven's specialty. Think of dry land suddenly receiving rain, or night giving way to dawn without negotiation. Transition happens quietly, but decisively. Today is such a day. Years of tension can resolve in a single shift. The weight you carried for so long does not determine the speed of release. God redeems time. He compresses restoration. Acceleration does not mean chaos, it means clarity. Everything begins to move in the same direction at once. There is no scrambling, no confusion, no disorder. Doors open with precision. Resources arrive with timing. People align without force. Momentum replaces resistance. What once felt heavy now feels carried. Today proves that destiny does not require constant struggle, only correct timing. And when timing clicks, movement becomes natural. This breakthrough is not only external. Something deeper is shifting. You are not just receiving change, you are becoming compatible with it. Old identities that were shaped by survival, limitation, or waiting fall away quietly. You no longer introduce yourself by what you endured. You stand in who you are now. Identity revelation always accompanies elevation. Authority settles when alignment is complete. Think of a crown finally resting. Not placed awkwardly, not slipping, but fitting because growth has occurred. You have grown into what you are receiving. Today affirms chosen identity. Not as ego, not as separation, but as recognition. You no longer shrink to fit old rooms. You no longer doubt your place at new tables. The world begins to see what God always saw. And more importantly, you begin to see it too. Becoming is not sudden, it is revealed suddenly. And today, revelation arrives. Abundance is not light, it is weighty. Blessing carries responsibility. Overflow requires structure. God does not pour where capacity cannot sustain. That is why hardship expanded you. Pressure stretched your internal framework. Loss taught you discernment. Delay built endurance. You were enlarged through experience, not comfort. Every breaking reshaped your ability to hold more. Capacity is formed through resistance, not ease. And now, the room is ready. The structure is strong. The foundation is stable. What fills your life now will not overwhelm you. You have been rebuilt with intention. Abundance flows where strength exists, and you are stronger than you realize. Today marks the filling of space that was prepared long before you saw it. Not be surprised if movement begins immediately. Doors open without effort. Conversations shift direction. Unexpected calls, encounters, or opportunities present themselves naturally. You are not chasing recognition, it finds you. Resources align without force. Momentum replaces resistance. What once required pushing now responds to presence. Today's manifestation may not arrive loudly, but it will arrive clearly. Pay attention. Things that once felt unreachable come within reach. What was delayed accelerates. You are not scrambling, you are receiving. Rapid manifestation does not mean instability. It means alignment has removed friction. Today is not about proving worth. It is about stepping into what was prepared. Expect movement. Expect clarity. Expect confirmation. Because heaven is not experimenting today, it is executing. Chosen one, when God moves, He does not request permission from circumstances, people, or systems. His decree overrides human opinion, historical patterns, and present resistance. What begins today is not fragile, negotiable, or temporary. It is irreversible. This is the nature of divine movement. Once God speaks yes, no opposition can override it. You are not waiting for approval. You are not dependent on validation. Heaven has already authorized this shift, and that authorization carries authority beyond anything seen. Today is unshakable because it is rooted in God's decision, not human agreement. Critics do not get a vote. Doubt does not have veto power. Delay has expired. When God moves, momentum follows naturally. Resistance collapses under authority. What once stood in the way now steps aside. This moment is not up for debate. It is executed. What unfolds now carries permanence because it is anchored in divine will. Once God releases something at this level, it cannot be taken back. Today marks the point of no return. Do not expect every confirmation to arrive dramatically. God often speaks through subtlety. Small moments will carry disproportionate weight today. A conversation that lingers. A phrase that repeats. A thought that arrives with clarity. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. The invisible will begin bleeding into the visible in quiet ways. Ordinary doors will open carrying extraordinary purpose. You may feel guided rather than pushed, drawn rather than forced. This is how alignment feels. Stay spiritually attentive. Awareness is key. The signs will not shout, they will resonate. God confirms direction through peace, not pressure. Today, attentiveness reveals guidance. Missed signs are rarely hidden, they are ignored. So slow down enough to notice. What seems small may be pivotal. What feels casual may be catalytic. God confirms through resonance. And today, resonance will be unmistakable. This is not a temporary high or a passing moment of favor. Today is a trigger, not a peak. What begins now continues forward with momentum. Destiny does not retreat. Once alignment activates motion, there is no return to former versions of self. You are not being lifted briefly, you are being repositioned permanently. The ripple effects of today will extend far beyond what you can see. Relationships adjust. Priorities shift. Access changes. Identity stabilizes. This is a forward force. God does not waste motion. What starts today carries continuity. You are not visiting a new level, you are moving into it. There is no going back because what you are stepping into requires who you have become. Permanence marks this shift. Every prayer you whispered, every tear you shed, every sacrifice you made has been recorded. Nothing was lost. God is a master weaver, interlacing obedience, endurance, and faith into a design that only makes sense when complete. Chaos now reveals itself as intention. What looked like disorder was preparation. Harvest arrives in fullness, not fragments. Not partial reward. Overflow comes like a flood, not a drip. You are not collecting isolated blessings. You are stepping into alignment where provision flows naturally. This harvest carries depth. It satisfies where hunger once lingered. It restores where depletion lived. And it affirms that God never forgets faithfulness. Today, the field yields. Hear it one final time, chosen one, and let it settle fully in your spirit. It all happens today. This is the day destiny breaks the surface. The day preparation meets release. The day heaven signs its name on your timeline. This moment is recorded, marked, remembered. You will look back and recognize today as the hinge upon which everything turned. Stand steady. Breathe deeply. Walk forward without hesitation. You are not stepping into uncertainty. You are stepping into alignment. God has already gone before you. Today is sealed. And it belongs to you.